Hello everyone and welcome back again. So today back down at the allotment. I had popped down the other day and just bought a couple of little bits down, but I literally spent 10-15 minutes down here. Today bought some fuel down for the rotavator and we're going to crack on from where we left off, get the rest of this rotavated, get it all raked, get all these stones out and go over this patch again. We've got loads of dock leaves all appearing, so gonna get them out. Try and get the whole root ball if I can, because we don't want these popping up. And it's going to be much easier for me to get them out now rather than later on down the line when the roots have set again. So anywhere I see them, I'm just going to go around and dig them up. So I'll get the camera set on hyperlapse, get all this rotavated, and then we'll have a look around after that. Right, so we've spent probably another 2 hours doing all that now. I'm happy with most of what we've done. Giving it a good going over with the rotavator, another good raking. Still got a little bit left to go, but we're almost there. So as you can see, we've done all of this bit right up to about here, and our markers just here, so not much left at all. I'm happy with just getting that bit done for now. We can work on this as and when we get time in the future. I'm going to struggle to fill just what we've got down there now, but it's all nice and level. There's still a lot of stones in it, I know that, but we will get through them eventually. Just pick them up as I go now. But this part, all this bottom part here, I've let the rotavator go as deep as I can, and here should all get overtaken with the pumpkins. We've got the 3 mounds ready for planting. I've had the plants outside hardening off for about a week now, so they can come up here. Next time I come up here, they're coming up with me and they can get planted out. We've got a few sunflowers and a few nasturtiums that I brought up with me. I'm going to plop sunflowers down along this edge just to sort of take it away. Gives it a bit of a wall, sort of, almost to say, along there, just a bit of privacy. I'm going to get them put in this afternoon. I've got a barrel full of nettle tea that I'm going to just water down and just water that over this, as much over here as I can. I've cut the grass down this edge and down this edge. I've piled that up down here. This is where I've started planting the potatoes. So we've got 6 condor in here, and I'm thinking if I carry these 2 rows on right the way up to where we've gone, and then maybe get another couple of rows in with what we've got at home, that should fill up that area quite well. Just move out the way of this bloody sprinkler. I'm going to leave that sprinkler go for a while. Somebody had asked in my last video about the allotments where the taps are. Now we've got 2 right next to me. We've got the one that I'm using, which is just here. It's a bit drippy, but works. So literally just there. And then we've got another one just to the right of me here. These are communal compost bays, but I don't think I'm going to be using them. But we've got another tap just here, so as you can see, right next to my plot. Couldn't ask for any better, really. It's mains water as well, so I don't think it matters how many people are using the taps. There's a couple all the way up, and there's a few more over there as well. But I've got 2 here right next to me, so very happy about that. I've kept all the grass clippings. That can just go on top of these or around these, help hold the moisture in once I've let this sprinkler go for a couple hours, well, half an hour. But that seems to be covering this area quite well. We are due some good few days of rain now over the weekend, so that should be good for the ground. And I've also bought a couple buckets of wood chips down. That's what I'm doing. So whenever I pop up to the top there, just grabbing a bucket of wood chips and bringing them down with me. I have also planted, I had 2 spare broccoli at home, so we planted 1 here and 1 here. So I'm thinking is the pumpkins are going to go in these 3 mounds, they're going to go straight out. So if I can get a bit of something going in these circles, a couple of sunflowers, a few nasturtiums, broccoli, just a few little bits, just to give it that bit of diversity, a bit of something different, a bit of a mixture of stuff in and around. But I'm thinking potatoes all along here, and then I've got, I think, 18 shallot plants. They can come down here, and we'll just do the onions along here and just fill up as we go. So what have we got here? We've got 4 nasturtiums and 2, 4, 5 sunflowers, but there's 2 in each of these. So if I do 1 of each behind these broccolis, and then we'll put the rest of the sunflowers along there. Just thinking the nasturtiums will act as a bit of a decoy for any of the brassicas that come down here. and they'll add a nice bit of colour in here as well. They are they're a dark red one, so they should look pretty nice. And the sunflowers, they're a multi-headed sunflower. And hopefully by getting a few things in here should help break up this ground ready for next year really. Oh, get me wet. See, still a lot of rocks in this, but we'll get them out eventually. And if you haven't already, guys, please do consider subscribing. We are almost at the 1,700 subscribers now. That was my goal for the 30 days, and we're almost there. So it'd be good to get to that before the end of the 30 days. I know I did have Empress of India, that's what the nasturtiums are. I know I did have a couple of days where we didn't upload anything, but I have done my best to try and get a video out every day. It's not as easy as you'd think. But with having this allotment now, we should be able to get a video out of this each week. You know, between here, home, and the other spot that we've got, that's 3 videos a week just there. Pencil. These should just help close this corner off a little bit. Hopefully they should do okay there. So I think whilst that sprinkler's going there, we'll fill this watering can up over here. Get some of that nettle tea poured out over the ground. Oh. Good job it's a hot day. Get these watered in as well, these sunflowers and nasturtiums. have a good soak. Did have quite a few good suggestions of things to do on here on the last video, and I am taking all these comments into consideration, and anyone with any suggestions, really do appreciate it, so just pop them in the comments. I do my best to get back to every one of them. It might be a little bit late replying to some of them, but like I say, do my best to reply to everyone. So all this is stinging nettle tea. It's been brewing at home for a good few weeks. Just add a good fix of nitrogen to the ground. I have, when I came here the other day, I did exactly the same, but with the super soil, and just went over the whole lot with some super soil. Just give everyone a good dosing of that. Once I start planting, then we can start adding some dry amendments to the ground as well. And I will be adding some bagged manure and a few other bits and bobs as well. Couple more of them, and then I'll get back to you. Right then guys, I think I am about done for the day here. I'm going to leave that sprinkler go for 5-10 more minutes, just whilst I take these bits up to the van. Really happy with how far I've managed to get so far. We're ready to plant the pumpkins. We're ready to plant all the potatoes that we've got. We've got a good spot there to plant some onions and some shallots. Slowly but surely it's getting there. You know, when you think this is only the second day that I've really spent down here. I did come down here one day during the week, but literally half an hour I was down here and didn't really get much done. But now that we've got majority of this rotivated, you know, spend another hour on it again up the top there, move all those stones. It's starting to get there. So what I was thinking of doing is, if I plant on this top half this year for now, and then any building work that I want to do, I can start from the bottom and work my way up. That way I'm not going to be building on top of things or anything like that, and it gives me enough time to get things in the ground, see what really works here, work out a bit of a structure, a bit of a plan, and just find out how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to go about it, where the raised beds are going to go, how we're going to fill them. Obviously need to try and get my hands on a load of manure from somewhere and a good few bags of compost, just to get things going. But apart from that, I think that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Just like to say a massive thank you for everyone for watching. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and drop me a comment below. And for any of those that were asking, I got a couple of people asking on last week's video how they can help out towards any of this. I do have a buy me a coffee link in the description of the video. Anything bought through that, 100% of that goes back into either the garden, the allotment, or tools to help me along the way, or camera equipment to make better quality content for any views. So anyone that is donating through that, I really do appreciate it. Don't want it, don't need it, but really do appreciate it. So till next time, bye for now.